I'm gonna rotate it back. Calm down, calm down. Whew. Cousins, Kim folks, what's good? It's your girl, the Real Life Plug, and I'm back with another episode for the How to Be a Travel CNA series. If you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you can be on time for every single cousin walk, every single car ride, every single sit down session. Be on time for the Kim folk link up. Why? Because this is where it's at, and this is where you want to be. Period. Actually, guys, could y'all give me just a second? Like, I was rushing, and let's just get into this right now. Let's just get into this right now because I'm not about to keep trying to hide this the whole entire live. That would be a whole hour of me keeping my arm like this, and we're just not going to do that. So let's first of all get into where I got this necklace, this super cute, super adorable necklace. It is Don't Judge My Nails. I know I need a fill. I'm waiting on Alexis because we're supposed to go together, but best friend, I'm about to leave you. But I got this necklace, this nice chain with a braided rope gold chain. It's a scrub top, y'all. Can you see it? OMG, it's so cute, right? And these scrubs, let's get into it. I love it. They're super comfortable, super cute. If you're single, find a hanger, find somebody's child. Hopefully you got somebody in the house that can help you zip the side of it up. It is an invisible zipper, but besides that, it also has pockets, and y'all know how much we love our pockets in our scrubs. Like, they're absolutely positively necessary. They're needed. They're important. And it's an invisible zipper. I love invisible zippers. Giving very much Balmain Marys with the finishing on the pants as well as on the top. And I love it. They're super comfortable. So let me tell you guys where I got these scrubs from. I got these scrubs from my girl Shay, the owner of Stylish and Professional Scrubs and Apparel, located at Towson Mall on the 4th floor, right next to the mattress store. Like, it's literally right next to the mattress store. Like, if you go to the food court, you come up those steps right there where the elevator is. Boom, my girl Shay at Stylish and Professional Scrubs and Apparel will hold you down with the scrubs. I mean, okay, so when I was in the store trying it on, I was able to get it on. So it was good. It was good. I was like, oh, I got home. I didn't realize that there was a zipper on the shirt. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's why I struggled a little bit getting it on. Let me undo the zipper. Well, now I'm struggling to get the zipper back up. Okay. But I love this chain though. Like, I absolutely positively love it. I think I'm gonna have to get one for myself. It's cute. It brings the whole vibe, the whole aesthetic together. And these are my favorite types of scrub pants and sweatpants. The cons that scrunch up at the bottom, the jogger pants. I absolutely love them. It's a lot of mobility in them. I can bring it around town. Let me see. Oh, I could squat in them. And my butt cheeks, my butt crack wasn't coming out. So y'all should cop these scrubs. Why am I so out of breath? Because it's raining. My sinuses are swollen. I have allergies and asthma, so the rain really kicks my butt. But please hold on one second. I really need to get some water. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm back. I also had to grab my notes because I've been very bad at getting sidetracked at what we're supposed to be talking about. So I want to make sure that we stay on track and on topic today and moving forward. I'm going to drop the link down below for these scrubs because Shay also has a website and you can purchase them in store. There's also the delivery option available for online shopping. So make sure y'all check her out, and I'll drop her Instagram, the store location, and the website in the description box of this live. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, like I posted in the groups, if you've joined this live from one of the Facebook CNA groups or one of the Facebook travel groups, please drop your gang down below. Tell me how you found me and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come back next week. Join us for each and every single live Travel CNA podcast. We are working on getting the audio version of the podcast working as well. The girl only has one device here. I left the rest of it in California. So hopefully, maybe before we get to California or back to California, I can figure all of that out for you. So the title of today's video or today's session is called How to Gain Your Reciprocity or Your License in Other States. And as I just said, reciprocity means, as it pertains to gaining your travel CNA, what's going on with my words? Reciprocity, as it pertains to being a travel CNA, basically means gaining your license in another state without having to take that state's testing, boarding, exams. Like basically you forego that part of the process because you've already had your license for a certain amount of time. That's one thing that I definitely encourage newer CNAs or baby CNAs or rookie CNAs, however you want to put it, is that while these agencies might accept you with 6 months experience or no experience in a long-term care facility, you want to make sure that you have the experience that's necessary for you to go on the road. In addition to the fact you might not be able to travel abroad or amongst the states because you haven't held your CNA license long enough. And that also means that you will end up being lowballed because you don't have the experience. It's not the same with like nursing, like being an RN or an LPN or an LVN, where you leave school and all the information is fresh and just right there at the forefront of your brain. Being a CNA is more of a technical skill than it is a mind skill. I mean, that probably sounds really messed up. But what I'm saying is once you learn how to be a CNA, your body is always going to know how to do it. The experience that comes within that first year, you learn different tips, tools to the trades to learn how to make your job easier. So once you get to a certain point of being a CNA, that's it. That's, should you choose to pursue a career in nursing, like LPN, LVN, RN, nurse practitioner, or one of those things, there's always room to advance and grow. But once you, and the knowledge is ever changing because the medical field is always changing with those specialties. But as a CNA, you're not required to have continuing education units because you don't work with the charting, you don't work with the prescriptions, or beyond patient care, you don't work in depth in the medical field. You know what I'm saying? So once you're a CNA, you're always a CNA. But if you don't have the experience to come with it, you might hop right into becoming a travel CNA and hate it, absolutely positively hate it, because you don't know the tools, you don't know the tricks, you don't know the hacks, and that's okay because you're a baby CNA, but you should have stayed at home a little bit longer so you could learn some of the things to make your job easier and the different ergonomical ways to make your body mechanics right so you don't hurt yourself. I just had a friend recently get into an accident, a car accident, and she's bawling her eyes out. She is crying. She is distraught because she can't work. As a nurse, if you break your wrist, you can still write out them scripts, you can still pass meds, you can still do a lot of things with a broken wrist as a nurse, LVN, LPN, nurse practitioner, or a higher up medical class, medical specialty. Whereas when you're a CNA, if you hurt any part of your body, that's it. You out the game. If you don't have long-term or short-term disability or insurance, that's it. You out the game. There's nothing else that you can do in your field. I mean, you can work on light duty, but if you're a hard worker, like a legitimate CNA like me, light duty is going to piss you off more than anything. Like, you would have rather just stayed home or not have told your job about the accident at all and just tried to work through the pain. However, if you're a mediocre CNA, somebody who's just new to this, and that's no shade, no tea, no disrespect, some people just don't take their jobs as seriously or as passionately as others, and that's fine too. But if you're somebody that's just there after a check, you're not really concerned or pressed about, where the patient's care and things like that, light duty is something that you're probably going to like. But for people who really care, light duty is going to piss you off more than anything else. So you want to make sure that you get that short-term and long-term disability both on assignment and off assignment if you're working in a facility or if you're working as a agency employee. You want to make sure that you get that because you don't want to be out the game. You don't want to be hurt. Okay? I kind of forgot where I was going with that, but y'all know I'm going to get on track in a little bit. I'm just trying to wait for some more of the cousins to come in, just doing a little brief overview of what was going on last week's episode. And I did have on lip gloss. I did. Y'all be getting on me about not having on lip gloss. However, I struggled with the shirt so much. It was already like 3:02, 3:03, and I'm like, I'm going to be late. So be late with non-glossed lips or be late with glossed lips and probably a ripped shirt because I probably would have gotten so frustrated from not being able to do up the shirt. And I don't want to mess up these cute scrubs. I literally just got them today, so I don't want to mess them up. I want them to look good for more lives, and I want to post the pictures that I took in them, so let's not mess these scrubs up by trying to put on lip gloss to appease the masses. Sorry, y'all. They kind of dry-ish. So make sure when y'all coming in, y'all saying, hey, let me know where y'all are viewing, where my cousins are from, and make sure y'all are definitely hitting that subscribe button. We still on the road to 1K. I think the last time I checked, we had 528 cousins on the walk with us. Ooh, 528. So let's make sure we subscribing and liking and following and turning on those post notifications. Also, you want to make sure that you're following me across the social media platforms because I post way more on Instagram, my Instagram story, and I post way more reels on TikTok, and you get to hear some of the other things that I'm interested in on Twitter with Twitter Notes or Twitter Voice, however it goes. So you want to do that. And you'll find out more information about where I got these scrubs from, other styles that they have. If you're just now joining, I already did the promo at the beginning of the live, so stylish, professional scrubs and apparel. I'm going to drop all the information down below in the description bar after the live. Whew, that was a mouthful. But yeah. So let's hop into today's topic, for real, for real. Also, sorry. Last thing. Make sure y'all vote for Kaylin, for real, for the XXL freshman class. Vote for the 10th spot. Make sure y'all vote for Kaylin. Yeah, vote for him. How to gain your license or reciprocity in other states. That's how I originally got on the topic of getting hurt. How to gain your license, right? It's a very simple, easy process. It gets tricky because America, for whatever reason, has different sets of laws and requirements for their CNAs. Like Maryland is one of the only states that has a GNA CNA, and apparently that's a 2-part test, right? So one part is like the written part and the other part is the skilled part, and apparently the skilled part is hard. I don't know, but I've talked to quite a few people in the past couple of weeks who tell me, oh no, I'm just a CNA. What you mean you just a CNA? Like you can't be, huh? They're like, no, in Maryland you gotta have GNA, CNA, and I failed the GNA part of my test. Okay, cool. They like, you didn't have to do that? No, I got my license in Virginia, in Job Corps, and a CNA is a CNA in Virginia. And a lot of other states. Ohio is another state. They have STNAs. Somebody told me on TikTok what that meant, but I can't really remember what it is. But I know that if my girl Ebony watches this, she's definitely going to rep her gang and tell y'all down in the comments below what STNA stands for. But yeah, every state has different reciprocity laws and requirements. So like I said, getting my license in Virginia and then using the process of reciprocity or endorsement was a little bit of a trial for me because back then there was not a lot of information on the internet as to how to become a travel CNA or even gain your license through Reciprocity. There was actually somebody at my church, my mom, yeah, at my church. It wasn't my mom's friend. Somebody who was an RN told me how to change or endorse or gain reciprocity for my CNA license in Maryland. So I ended up going to the Board of Nursing at Reisterstown Plaza, which is if you're from Maryland, you're from Baltimore, you know what a plaza is. This might be different locations for different states, but I can only tell y'all what I know and what I've actually done. So if there are any cousins that are watching that have a little bit of insight, a little bit of knowledge on what about how to get it done in other states, please feel free to drop that information down below. Keep forgetting this is live, not me like recording wherever I'm usually recording at. So I went into the Board of Nursing at the plaza. They told me that I needed to get a background check and or fingerprinting done, which was about $50. They also told me that I needed a $20 money order to pay for my application fee, and I needed to turn in my application. So that's exactly what I did. There's an office in the plaza. Again, it varies state to state. I don't really remember what the office is called or how to recommend you to find it. I have been advised at other times for other states to go to the sheriff's office and ask, can I get my fingerprinting and background check done here? You might be able to even find a private investigator. You might be able to go to the post office and they can give you some insight and clarity as to where to go to get that done. Like I said, police sheriff station or the local police station, they should definitely have some information on how to get that done. If you're watching this video in America, because we do have cousins that have joined us from across the world, I love you all so much. Shout out to our cousins in India. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just wanted to do that to say thank you, my little jig. Thank you for watching. So, yeah, you can go to the post office, police station, sheriff's office, private investigator. Those types of places should be able to help you find, if not provide you with the resources and tools you need to obtain that background check or those fingerprints. They should be able to tell you where to go to get those things done. Or you can call the Board of Nursing for that state and ask them where do people usually go to get those things done. Which brings us full circle back around to every state having different requirements and laws for reciprocity and endorsement. So I just lost my train of thought that fast. This is my breakfast, y'all. If you're a real live cousin, like you follow me across the social media platforms, I'm fully aware that there has been no post at all today. I'm even more fully aware of the fact that there was no 9:30 post, but I'm going to let y'all know your girl was in the gym at 7. That's why there was no 9:30 post. I was in the gym at 7. So, yeah, forgive me. I'll post it soon or make it a part of a vlog or whatever. I don't know yet. Anyway, so those are the places that you can go to figure out, find, assess, and complete your background check or your fingerprinting information. The next step after that, again, it varies state to state. Like when I obtained my reciprocity in Pennsylvania, it was like a 24, 48-hour process. I applied online. It was free. Literally the next day or the day after, I had an email telling me that I was added to the Pennsylvania State Board of Nursing or Pennsylvania State Registry for CNAs. And then like 3 days later, my actual physical Pennsylvania license came in the mail. I also applied for my West Virginia CNA license as soon as like the same day I was added to the West Virginia registry. And then maybe like a week or two later, I received my actual physical West Virginia CNA license. So it varies from state to state. There are states that are free. There are states that charge. There are states that have waivers. There are states that you can apply to online, via email, not email, yeah, electronic mail. You can do it, you can print out the form online and mail it into their board of nursing. Excuse me. There are some states that require you to have the original state that you obtained your license in. They require you to have that state sign off on your license. And for me personally, it just would not be happening. It would not. I do not desire to go back to Virginia, and it would be a very long process for me to have Virginia sign off on my license, because the Board of Nursing at the time, the last time I was in Virginia, the Board of Nursing was not physically open. You could only access them via phone. North Carolina and either one of the Carolinas or both of the Carolinas require you to have your employer or your previous and or current employer sign off on your license for endorsement or reciprocity. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like people all up in my business. I don't like people all up in my business. It's giving them very much something to talk about. And I don't like people's energy, their ideas, their attitudes, their input on my stuff when I already know what I'm doing. When I've already had it made up in my mind that this is what I'm going to do, I don't need anybody else speaking on what I'm going to do, because I'm going to do it. Unless you are offering me words of wisdom or sound advice that is not coming from an emotional place, then cool. A lot of smaller towns, and i.e. Petersburg, because that's where I was, when I told my employers that I was about to begin travel nursing, they made my life hell. They made my life hell. I got all the heavy assignments. I got all the heavy sets. I got all the dependent people. It's like they wanted first of the month vitals every day of the month until I left. Some things you just don't need to tell other people. Then because I was PRN, they tried to change the PRN requirements and make it mandatory that I worked 5 days a week. Who y'all talking to? Who y'all trying to play with? Virginia is an at-will state. Y'all will fire me at will, and I will quit at will. Forget this 2 weeks. I will leave. Stop playing with me. And I ended up leaving anyway, because they was definitely playing with me. They didn't care. I was young, and they thought, she's easily replaceable. The DON literally said to me, you're a CNA. You come a dime a dozen. I could replace you tomorrow. And I mean, what do you do with that? Leave. Get that severance check and leave. And that's exactly what I did. So I guess that kind of swings me into another thing that I've really been wanting to say to y'all. Do not be pressed to get your license or all of these licensures all at one time just because everybody else is doing it. Being a travel CNA started out about being an experience, not about the money. And I feel like I say this every episode, but we have new cousins join us every episode, so I want to say it some more. Being a travel CNA it was never about the money. Being a nurse, being a healthcare provider, a healthcare professional, a healthcare worker, it should not be about the money. Legitimately, it should be about wanting to help change and save people's lives. And I understand that as geriatric nursing assistants, the majority of the time, we are ushering people to the end of their time, which is part of the reason why I got out of the field as a geriatric nursing assistant. I want to enhance lives. But let's just bring it back around to the money. If it is about the money, you will work hard every single day of your life. You will probably begin to hate what you do with a passion if it is just about the money. And I'm not just talking about being a CNA. I mean, period, in life, period. If you are doing something just for the money, you're probably going to work hard every single day of your life, be stressed out, be tired, and hate it. Being a travel nurse started out as really other places having a need, a severe need, or staffingly challenged, or having staffing challenges in their facilities. There were places that had surpluses of nurses, so they sent their employees to work. COVID is what got a lot of y'all thinking that, oh, I'm supposed to be making $40, $60 an hour as a CNA with 1 year's experience. Absolutely, positively not. Not. Even if you have 5 years experience. Should we be making more money? Yes. Should we be making $40 to $60 an hour? Yes, because we do one of the hardest jobs in life. We have some of the biggest responsibilities and pressures on us in life. Is that the society that we live in? Is that the current day, age, and time that we live in or have lived in? No. Were people making $40 to $60 an hour prior to COVID as travel CNAs and nurses? Yes. COVID came around and people started sharing that knowledge and their experience, and there was a huge demand for what we do. There was a huge demand for us. People also lacked integrity and upcharged the facilities for our services. In addition to the fact that 7 times out of 10, if you're making $40 an hour, I guarantee you at least $20 of that is taxed. That is called a blended rate. If you're making $60 an hour, I guarantee you the majority of that is whatever it costs for you to be at that place. Like, that's your untaxed portion. If they're providing you with transportation, a rental car, a hotel, food, all this and all that, it is coming out of your check. It is either coming out of the blended rate or it's coming out of the untaxed rate. And call me crazy, but I'm always going to want my untaxed rate to be higher than my tax rate. So whole time, you think you're making $40 an hour with all those amenities I just named, and you're really only making like $12.50 if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, my homegirl, she live here and she said she made $60 an hour as a travel CNA. Yeah, that's a blended rate. I guarantee you at least 30 of that is taxed. And if she doesn't have any children, and depending on what state she's in, she's really making like 25, 22. Y'all be thinking y'all know. And I'm not hating. I'm not. I do research. I read. I'm a part of a healthcare staffing agency network. That is a part of my niche. That's a part of what I do. I could not co-own I don't co-own, but I could not co-run a healthcare staffing agency if I didn't read about the things that are going on in my industry. If you're a CNA right now and you don't know anything about the pay cap that they're trying to put on us, whoa. If you're a medical professional, period, woe unto you. And you don't know what they're trying to do to our pay, woe unto you. You have to read. I see it all the time. Like, my videos go viral on TikTok all the time. We should strike. We should strike. We should strike. Let's do it. But y'all won't even pay the money to be a part of a union. Y'all won't even take $20, $40, $50 a paycheck and put it up in the union so that we can strike to have better pay. But that's not what this video is about, and I don't want to get flagged. I don't want nobody trying to kick me out the CNA groups. None of that. But what I'm saying is, if this is your industry, this is your field, this is what you see yourself doing for the next 3 to 5 to 7, 10, 15 years, you need to read about it. You need to know about it. You need to equip yourself with the tools and the resources that are available for you to do so. And one of the major tools and resources available to you right here, right now for free, this podcast. So if you haven't liked and you've been watching all this time, if you haven't hit that subscribe or that thumbs up button, what you doing? Hit the thumbs up. Give a girl a thumbs up. Subscribe and turn those post notifications on, because we are still on the road to 1K by 5/14. 528 cousins already on a cousin walk with us right now. Right now. 528 cousins. Are you one? Are you going to be one? Are you going to be one? How about you? You over there with the 27 piece? Yeah, you. You going to be one? How about you over there with the cruddy? You, gray sweatpants, New Balance. You joining? Joining the cousin walk? Great. Great. I play entirely too much. But I pretty much told y'all, the last easiest way to gain your reciprocity license, gain your license via reciprocity or endorsement. The way that I found out, again, because there was not a lot of information about how to do this back in the day, Pennsylvania CNA. This is what I Googled. Pennsylvania CNA / no, what's going on? I'm so used to being able to like cut and edit things out. I was also looking at my watch. I was looking at this picture. Oh, hold on. Y'all see it? That was a good day. That was a real good day. But I literally Google the state's name, CNA license / reciprocity or endorsement application. And 9 times out of 10, the first website that comes up on the Google search is the link to their Board of Nursing, or there's another one right underneath that says PDF, or there's a one right underneath of that says CNA endorsement application or CNA reciprocity application. It's usually some type of PDF or a link that leads you further into the Board of Nursing to apply for your license via reciprocity. That's the easiest way for me. Travelers are more aware of the CNATravelersConvention.com link, and they use that to navigate their way through obtaining their licensure and things like that. Shout out to Della. She is an amazing woman. If you don't know, again, this is another resource for you to enhance your travel CNA game, your travel medical professional game, allied health, phlebotomist, medical assistant, whatever. Start attending conferences, y'all. Like growing up in the church, I was literally always at a conference. So I don't know why it didn't dawn on me as an adult or as a CNA to look to see if there were conferences or conventions for us, and there are. So I'm going to tell you about a few. There is actually one coming up at the end of April that I will be at in San Diego. And I would love to see my cousins. If you're a Cali cousin, I would love to see you there. I will put the information for that in the description bar down below. So make sure you come back to this live and follow me across the social media platforms. So that way you can be up to date on all the things that's going on, different events that are available, different resources and tools that are available for you to enhance your travel game or your travel CNA game. So we have the one in April at the end. We have the one in San Diego at the end of April. It's called something like Health Workers Take Note, Convention, Health Workers, something like that. Then there's one, that's May, no, it's April. There's the CNA Travelers Convention is happening this year in Omaha, Nebraska in June. What? I would love, okay, so if you can't make it for whatever crazy reason, like to the one at the end of April, I realize it's like hella close by. But if you can't make the CNA Travelers Convention, the one at the end of April in San Diego, please buy your tickets to the CNA Travelers Convention. I want to see all of my CNA cousins there. And I know some people are like, y'all got a whole convention. Like, is that really necessary? Like, do y'all really need to do all of that? Y'all just ass wipers. Yes, because at this convention, you're going to meet and network with so many other people that are going to teach you and show you how to become a better CNA. And not necessarily for your facility or a geriatric CNA, but how to grow and expand within our industry, how you can do some of the lit ass shit that I be doing. And I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry, Saquon. I'm sorry, I tried. I tried the whole episode. 25 minutes, 2 cuss words. My throat is so dry. Come to the CNA Travelers Convention. Learn how to be more than just an ass wiper or a blood pressure cuff monitor. Whatever they say about us, come learn how to be more than that. Like, I have no problem talking to y'all each and every Wednesday and dropping these lit banging videos every week, giving y'all the CNA humor on TikTok, on the reels on IG. I have no problem doing any of those things, but I can only teach you so much because I only know so much. And that's why I am going to the convention, so I can learn more and spread more knowledge to my cousins that might not be able to attend the conferences. And that's fine. If you can't attend, you need to definitely subscribe to this channel, because I guarantee you there is no other channel on YouTube doing what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, okay? Also, I can wholeheartedly, 10 toes down, say that I was the first vlogger at TravCon, okay? Now, I hope if you don't know what TravCon is, let me tell you. TravCon is the Travelers Convention. There's a whole convention just for us travelers, and not just CNAs. We had our time. Don't make them Kanye Taylor Swift us. We have our time at the CNA Travelers Convention in Omaha, Nebraska this June. Book your tickets. The TravCon, the Travelers Convention, is for everybody. Everybody is invited to TravCon, and it's going to be in Vegas. I went for the first time last year, and that content is actually available on my YouTube page right now. So again, if you're watching and you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Subscribe. Go check out that TravCon vlog after you finish watching this live. After you finish watching this live, though. Then go check out the TravCon vlog. TravCon was super litty. I met so many people. Like, and I had just started my YouTube channel, so I couldn't even say a baby or a micro influencer yet. So I probably had like 14 subscribers. I lied to you. I probably had like 14 subscribers when I got to TravCon. Now it's fine. 28 of y'all. But TravCon is lit. There are different classes that you can take, different sessions that teach you how to become a traveler, a better traveler, financial literacy classes, CPR renewal, first aid renewal, how to find housing while you're on the road. Different housing companies come. Last year they had furnish finders there. There was also a lady there. I forgot her name, but I'm pretty sure I have the content. That's the great thing about being a vlogger. I'm pretty sure I have the content. She owns multiple properties in some of the hottest travel states and helps people with housing, when they get to those states, if your assignment is in that area. She also owns a plethora of Airbnbs across the nation, and she specifically does it just for travel medical professionals. So there's all types of people. Of course, Cat Med staff is going to be in the building. Your girl, the real life plug, in the building. More than likely, TravCon is going to be inside of the Paris Hotel and Casino again. So I definitely want to hear some what's goods when y'all come stop by the table. Let me hear a little cousin, a little kinfolk. You feel me? Call me out a real life plug. That's me. That's me. That's me. That was probably a bad pose, but I don't care. So, what else is at TravCon? More than just the people, more than just the classes, more than just the experience. Last year, they shut down Dre's rooftop just for us. Had the open bar and all that. All that, okay? It was mad litty. The only thing that I will say I was disappointed in the after party was that the DJ did not play Kaylin. How are you a West Coast DJ and you don't play Kaylin for real, for real? It's the audacity for me. Then I tried to slide the security a couple dollars so he could slide the DJ a couple dollars so he could play Kaylin. Well, the security just took my money. And no Kaylin was played. So this year, TravCon, please, whoever y'all book as the DJ, and I have quite a few ideas of who the DJ should be, because, it's your girl, Real Life Plug, and I'm plugged into just about every avenue and industry in life there is. And if I'm not, I'm connected to somebody that is. Okay? Y'all got to play Kaylin. This man is up for the number 10 spot on XXL Freshman Magazine. What? You got to play him. It's not a real party if you don't play him. Anyway, I'm done. That was my little promo for Kaylin, TravCon, the CNA Travelers Convention, and the one that's at the end of April in San Diego. So those are all the opportunities this spring and summer season that you'll definitely have a chance to meet your girl, the Real Life Plug. What's good? I would love to meet y'all. I would love to take some pictures with y'all, talk to y'all. Any questions that you have about being a traveler, please ask me, please. Sorry, y'all, my bad. Okay. So I feel like I fully covered the topic of how to gain your CNA license via reciprocity or endorsement. And if I haven't, I'm going to just recap it for the people who are just now joining the live. Maybe you scrolling through, maybe you just seeing this on your For You page, your recents, whatever. But the way that I gain my license via reciprocity is by simply, my nails done. Is by simply Googling the state's name, CNA, reciprocity / endorsement application. And some of them I print out, send to the Board of Nursing. If I'm having trouble with an application, I call the Board of Nursing. More often than not, you have to call the Board of Nursing anyway when it is time to renew your license, when you have questions about your license, say you're one of those people that have a strike or something against your license. That wasn't for y'all. That was for a hater that I know that watched my lives. I just had to look at her real quick, like, sensational. So, I just be having fun with y'all, for real, for real. Like, I definitely appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And I would love to see y'all at any of those events. If I'm in your city, if I'm in your hood, you see me post a video about your city, your street, your hood, your block, please comment down below. And maybe we can link up. Maybe we can put you on the podcast or something like that. I don't know. I'm always looking for an opportunity to share my platform with other aspiring content creators or whatever your passion is. I'm always looking to share my platform with y'all because legit, y'all changed my life. You did. Sorry, allergies. You guys changed my life for real. And I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Every day that I can hop on this camera and make videos for y'all and talk to y'all. And every Wednesday that we have this live podcast, like Mondays and Wednesdays are becoming my favorite days of the week. And Fridays. I really love Thursdays and Fridays too. I really like Tuesdays too. I guess I love my life. I love my life. That's what it is. I love my life. And again, y'all are a major contribution to what I do. Like, I don't know how to put it, but like, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, more than words could ever explain or describe, which is why I try to go big with these subscriber giveaways, as big as I can for right now. We not on no Dub and Deshae and them, DDG and them, Little Perfect. We not there yet, but we working on it though. We getting there though. So I also have a few of questions that I see very often in some of the CNA groups. So I just wrote a couple of the frequently asked questions down. One of them was, what helped me pass my exam? Child, that was many moons ago. I actually had a panic attack in the middle of, again, if Ebony is watching this, Ebony was my partner for our state boards for the skills part. Comment down below, Ebs. So I actually had a panic attack in the middle of me taking my state boards. I think I forgot to say like one thing, or like the bed is locked and lowered, or something so minute. And because of so much stress and anxiety that I had going on, I like just started freaking out. I started crying. I was sweating, everything. So what I would say helped me pass my what helped me get over, let me start right there. What helped me get through that moment right there, number one, the is it adjudicator? It's not adjudicator. Who, what's the word? The instructor. Cause I want to say the word. Oh, what's the word? It's right on the tip of my tongue. What is it? The person that administers the test. They were really cool. They were really great. And they were just like, take a deep breath. It's okay. You can just start this whole thing, like this particular skill over. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And they just kept telling me that it was okay. Ebony was telling me it was okay. And I just was like, oh my God, I'm about to fail. I worked so hard for this. I went through so much to get my CNA license. I went through so much to get my license. So to even be able to take the class, I went through a lot. So it just was a lot all at one time, just like piled up on me, and I just started having a panic attack in the middle of my state boards. But the instructor was very nice, and my partner was definitely supportive and reassuring towards me. And like the skills part for me, I don't know, like I had also just taken my clinical medical assistant class right before that. So I'm not sure if like the knowledge that I learned from that class helped me with my CNA, or if being a CNA and the skills was just really common sense to me. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. And I understand that people come from all different types of walks of life and things like that. But for real, like the skills part of the test is just common sense. Like you wouldn't close up your patient's brief before you even took off their clothes. You did what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't go to touch your patient or your resident without gloves. And before you put gloves on, 9 times out of 10, you're washing your hands first. And so you wouldn't put soap on your hands before you turn on the water. Like there's just certain things that are common sense, and it's not that hard. Like really understand that what they taught you in class, once you get in the field, you can forget all of it. Just need to know it for your test. At least know how to say it out loud. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, Mrs. Johnson. My name is Chrissy. I'm going to be your CNA for tonight. I'm here to assist you with a modified bed bath. First, I'm going to wash my hands for 20 seconds. Da, 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 da. Now I'm going to dry my hands and put on my gloves. Now, next, I'm going to grab your basin for your water, and I'm going to put the water on, turn the water on. Next, I'm going to test the water to make sure it's an appropriate temperature as not to burn you. Then I'm going to place your basin on the side table and already have all of my supplies set up so I can give you a bath, because I know I'm coming to give you a bath. I'm not going to put out the supplies to change your brief, and I'm coming to give you a bath. The brief is the last part. For the most part, it's common sense. Hello, Miss Jenkins. My name is Chrissy. I'm here to assist you with your dinner for tonight. First, I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm going to sit down. I'm going to tell you what options you have for dinner. I'm going to feed you. I'm not going to try to shove it all down your mouth all at one time. I'm going to let you chew. Make sure you're swallowing and not asphyxiating on your food. Like it's pretty much common sense. For the most part, people get stressed out about their state boards, the physical part of it, the skills part of the test, because it's a bit nerve-wracking. You've been in class for 4 to 5 weeks. You had a week or two of clinicals. Then you had a time period in which you were out of class in between taking your state boards and actually being in class, and the last time that you practiced and things like that. So it varies for person to person. For me, I had the support of my classmates. We also all lived on campus with each other because I obtained my license while I was at Old Dominion Job Corps. So I had the support of my friends and my classmates, and we were able to study with each other. I was also able, as much as people didn't really care for our instructor, I was able to ask her questions if I had questions. But I was more close with my medical assistant teacher, so I just used to go across the way and ask Miss L questions or whatever like that. And again, I had the support of my friends at the time, and my classmates, so it made it easier for us to be able to study with each other. We also had a skills lab in the back of our classroom. Which, sidebar really quickly, the next episode that is going to be recorded and dropped on the podcast, Lifeline Podcast, you can find us on Spotify, is Know Before You Go to Job Corps. So that's going to be the next episode. I feel like it's only fair for that to be the second one because that's how, ultimately that's where my journey started. That's how I ultimately got here to this point now. So Know Before You Go to Job Corps, Lifeline Podcast. Tune in. Sorry. But yeah, so I had support. That's one of the biggest things that I can say that helped me pass my exam. Now, when it came to the written part of my exam, like the actual physical test itself, again, I don't know if it's because of the help that I had or the fact that I had just finished my clinical medical assistant trade, or the fact that I really studied my butt off to pass my state boards for my clinical medical assistant licensure, which absolutely positively nothing I studied was on my state board. So that's how I know it was nothing but God that helped me pass both my phlebotomy and my medical assistant state boards. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that grace 3, that y'all know that's my number 3, carried over into me passing my CNA exams. My CNA exam. Again, the written part, I had flashcards. I talked to my teachers. I talked to my instructors. The week before we took our state boards, I think I took my phlebotomy state board, and the week before that, I took my medical assistant boards. So for about almost a month, I was just studying every single day. We would be on break at class, and I would pick a person, give me these flashcards. I give them my flashcards, and I'd be like, all right, test me. And in the beginning, I was only getting like 15 out of 50 right. The week before I took my medical assistant board, I was getting like 47 out of 50 right. Took that junk, and none of that was on the test. Same thing happened for the phlebotomy. Could not remember the inversions, the colors, the tests, none of that. Antibodies, coagulate. Could not remember none of that when we first started. Week before the test, I was getting such and such out of such and such right. Took the test. None of that was on the test. Took my state boards for CNA. Oh, still passed my phlebotomy though. Don't get it twisted. Still passed. Same thing for CNA. CNA was different. So we all had each other. And I guess in a sense, because I was practicing and studying for my other state boards with my classmates, they were also picking up on the knowledge and the information that they needed in order to pass their CNA state boards. And some of them really just studied. Some of them just really grasped the concepts very easily. Some of us studied together on break time. We made our own CNA flashcards. Some of us lived on the same dorm or dorm mates, like our rooms were joined together by a bathroom. So we were able to study easier that way, even after curfew. So I studying, even if you have to study by yourself, get you some flashcards. That's what helped me pass my exam. The next question that I saw on there was, can you have a contract with more than one agency? And this is kind of tricky for me to answer, being as though I'm a part of the healthcare agency owners network. We prefer for you not to have more than one contract at a time. Ultimately, because contract A is the one that you signed up for first. That's the one that really and truly your priority is for. Now, if you take another contract, and now there is such thing as per diem contracts. So back before per diem travel contracts, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I did, because I don't know how to say this without, messing things up for myself. There's a lot of things that I can't say anymore. But when I had an assignment, say I had an assignment in Virginia, and Richmond. I would go to Colonial Heights, Hopewell, Petersburg, Chesterfield, and get a job at a facility there that was not a sister facility of where I was working. Like, this is a true story. And if I hadn't been let go from that assignment the way that I was, I would definitely say the name of the hospital. But I'm telling y'all, like, I had a job in Richmond / Henrico. That was my travel contract. I went and obtained part-time employment in Petersburg because it was literally up the street from where I lived at, and I had already worked there before when I lived in Virginia before. So that's typically what I do when I go on a travel assignment. I don't take another contract. I start look if it's an 8-week assignment, I start looking for my next assignment around week 5, 6. I like to do things a little bit in advance. If it's a 13-week assignment, I'm looking around week 9, week 10 for my next assignment and things like that. But off break, as soon as I get the address for wherever my travel contract is, I start looking for employment in other areas or parts of the town. So that way I can have 2 jobs shawty. Okay? Another question I was actually asked this question in the DMs. When applying for other states and they ask for proof of experience, what can I send? That's a good question. That's a really good question. And we kind of covered this a little bit earlier in the live. Is my skin like oily like that? I think so. Nope. It's the light. So, did I really just do that? Yep, sure did. That's what happens when you're away from your team. You gotta do it by yourself. Anyway, when applying for other states and they ask for proof of experience, what can I send in? So that's what I was saying earlier, like North Carolina, South Carolina, and I believe either both or one of the Dakotas, North or South Dakota, also requires you to have some type of sign off either from your previous or your current employer or your original state in which you obtained your CNA license or something like that. So when they ask for proof of experience, I would just give them like your most recent employer's proof of employment letter. And if, regardless of how you left a facility or an agency or something like that, if you ask for a proof of an employment letter, they should be more than willing to provide you with that. And if they're not, I don't know, try to employer before that, reach out to the Board of Nursing that you are attempting to transfer or change your license from. So say I'm in Georgia and I'm trying to gain my license in North Carolina and they want proof from my previous employer as to for my proof of experience, and I'm not able to get it from my previous employer or the employer before that, or I've had no other experience other than that one employer as a CNA, I would then reach out to the Board of Nursing or my family members that I have assisted in some type of health related work. That counts. Grandma, granddad, baby, peanut, and them. That counts as providing care provider experience. It does. Yep. And I think that was the last question. Or your W-2. You can also provide a W-2 to prove that if you're having a hard time getting the previous employer to release that information to you, then you could also provide a W-2 and or if all else fails, reach out to your Board of Nursing. They should have all the answers. Now, Virginia Board of Nursing, Virginia Board of Nursing is good at answering the phone. Maryland Board of Nursing, you're going to be on hold for a minute. You're going to be on hold for a minute. And if y'all remember my story from Miami, like how I transitioned from Miami to Atlanta or Lithonia, then I'ma just say this. I was on hold at the Board of Nursing just waiting for somebody to pick up the phone. Not even I had talked to somebody. I pressed 3 to speak to somebody about renewing my CNA license. Mom, if you watch this whole live, please tell them people I was on the phone for hours waiting for the Board of Nursing to answer the phone to tell me whether or not my CNA license in Maryland was expired. And I just so happened to go on the website and find it myself. So just be patient with the Board of Nursing. After all that, right? Just be patient with the Board of Nursing. That's really all I can say about how to gain reciprocity or your license in another state. We've discussed it quite a few times throughout the live, so please make sure if you need a refresher, you want to share with a friend, somebody wants to break it down into a clip or to a short, that you take those 2 parts right there. But just one more time for the one time for the one time. If you want to gain your license, your CNA license in other states, or using reciprocity or endorsement, literally you can either just call the Board of Nursing and ask them where you can find the application to do so and what their requirements are for that. You could also Google the state's name. So I'm in Maryland. Let's just say an easy one to find is West Virginia. You would type in West Virginia CNA reciprocity / endorsement application. And usually the first 3 links that pop up will lead you directly to that that state's Board of Nursing, and it will take you. You might have to click a few other links once you get in there, but it will take you to the license or the application rather that you need in order to print out and submit to gain your license via reciprocity. Y'all like my scrubs? I do. I got these from Stylish Professional Scrubs and Apparel, located in Towson Mall in Baltimore, Maryland. My girl Shay hooked me up. She has all types of things available, including these cute chains. This is a scrub top. Y'all like it? Because I love it. Kissing you in public, thinking nothing of it. Baby, kiss me through the phone. I see you later. Okay, yeah. But anyway, I got these scrubs from Shay and Stylish and Professional Scrubs and Apparel. They are located in Towson Mall on the 4th floor. It is a Black female-owned business. Y'all know I love to keep my dollars black. Shay, I'm sorry, but I didn't break the top. The top is not broken. I just could not figure out. I couldn't get the zipper up. But y'all, these scrubs are super cute. Invisible zippers, deep pockets. Y'all know we love deep pockets. You need to be able to turn your phone sideways when you gotta drop down low unexpectedly. You feel what I'm saying? And the pants are super comfortable, giving Balmain designer scrubs. Yes, with the finishings on it, and I really love them. Super cute. Oh, and this is also her logo. I love it. It's super cute, and they're very comfortable. Like, I'm not just saying that just to say that, but they're comfortable. I'm going to post the pictures I have in her other scrubs on my Instagram. So if you're not following me across the social medias, please make sure that you're doing that. I'll also drop my social media information in the description box. Woo! Down below. Down below. Down below. Down below. Oh, Roddy Rich, yeah, I never took the safe route. It's like, no. That's how y'all know, like, in my videos, like, those little random cuts that I do, like, that's really my life. Like, I really do that randomly. But I want to thank you all so much for joining us on the live Travel CNA podcast presented to you by the Real Life Plug and Lifeline. If you want to hear more of my amazing voice or any more of my content on the audio, because you can't always tune in via live, please make sure you look me up on Spotify. I am the only podcast called Lifeline. Period. You'll see my logo as the picture for you to tap in. Are people still saying that in 2022? Tap in, tap in. I remember that was like such a big thing in 2022. Tap in, 21. Tap in. So tap in. Tap that link in my bio, whatever platform you're watching this on. So you can be on time for every single cousin walk, every single car ride, every single sit down session. Be on time for the kinfolk link up. Why? Because this is where it's at, and this is where you want to be. period. We on the road to 1K. Oh, live. Let me tell live. All I want for my birthday. Besides more life, continued success and elevation, and continued pursuit of making my dreams my reality, and the finances to come with it in abundance, I just want to hit 1K on YouTube, 1K watch hours, 1K subscriptions, just, 1,000 cousins on the cousin walk with me. That would just make my day if I could hit my whole year for real, if I could hit 1K in my first year of being on YouTube. Because that's really what launched me into starting my YouTube channel, was me turning 27. So I would really just like to wake up on my 28th birthday with 1,000 cousins on this walk with me. And 1,000 watch hours. That's something else that people never say. Oh, I just need 1K subscriptions. You subscribe to my YouTube channel? No, you actually have to watch and engage with the channel. My 1,000 subscriber, like literally the 1,000th subscriber is going to get a huge gift. Hope Dillard, our cousin who was the winner of the 500th subscriber giveaway, still has not reached out to me yet. I don't want to have to pick another cousin, Hope. I don't want to do that. So if anybody knows Hope Dillard, a.k.a. Rakisha Dillard on Facebook, please tell her to hit me up on Twitter. But my 1,000 subscriber is going to get a very huge, immaculate gift. And the last thing that I want for my birthday is to meet, and party with Kaylin for real on my birthday. He is performing in Houston, Texas on his East Coast leg of the Never Lose You tour. And so that's it. I just want to see him, give him the gifts that I have for him. I want to meet him, and I want to party with him. Like, I want to party like a rock star. I want to party with him. If you know me in real life, you know that I don't really party like in my early 20s, I was a rock star, okay? I was a rock star. Then my mid-20s came, and I was like, I think I'm coming back around to the point where I'm ready to, because I know how to balance both. So, yeah, it's getting a little toasty in here. Yeah, all I want for my birthday is to be monetized across the social media platforms. We'll talk about that later. To be monetized across all the major social media platforms, to hit 1K subscribers, 1K watch hours, and to meet, and party with Kaylin for real on my birthday, and give him these gifts that I have for him, and maybe like a little business partnership with Bud from that. Y'all know I'm always thinking about business. I talk shop anywhere, anytime, don't care at all. Like, straight network with the bartender at the hookah lounge. Like, do not care. I talk to the Uber driver, do not care. Like, the guy who helped me with my phone today in Apple, basically. Oh, so I'm gonna make a video about this. It's getting kind of hot. I want to make a video about this, y'all. Apparently, it's just time for me to get a MacBook, a laptop, a Mac laptop. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I just been putting it off for so long. Because I didn't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. And now I'm just at the point where I need one, because I literally just bought this phone and I'm already out of storage. So we got to get a laptop so we can back up the cloud. And that's pretty much it. Peace, love, and blessings. We still out. Oh, that was dumb.